Somebody might want to know what happened to me today. But I was literally just terminated from my job. What, about an hour ago? About an hour or so ago. I was just terminated from my job today. It's all right. I'm fine. It did not come as a shock. I was already ready, and I was already prepared. I already had my resignation letter ready. That letter had been ready since midway last year because I knew my time was coming up soon. I just didn't know when the day was going to be, but I knew my day was at hand. I knew the day was at hand because the job that I worked for, working home on the phone, and the job that I was working for, contract for a lot of different facilities. So when you call my phone line, you might be calling for one company and you think I'm it, but I'm not it. I'm pretending to be the company when I'm not. I guess, Lord have mercy. I guess you might just say I'm lying to you, telling you I'm one thing when I'm not. And see, there was a lot of that with different facilities that we had to speak for. I'm telling you I'm one thing when I'm not. I'm saying stuff that I didn't agree with for a paycheck. And see, it was pushing me to the edge. I was getting to the point where I couldn't keep doing that. I'm tired of keep telling somebody I'm one thing when I'm not. I'm tired of saying a verbiage that I'm supposed to say that I don't agree with, telling somebody that I'm one thing that I'm not. And so I'm not going to sit here and point out all the bad from my job, because on one hand, there's been a... Hold on. I ain't gonna go get that list. I'll probably make a second video, but I just wanted to give a quick message. On one hand, there is some good that come out of my job. Now I got a list. I got a list of disadvantages about my job, but there's some good that come out of it as well. And I'm gonna make a video about that as well. I have another way that I learned from somebody. I forgot who I learned this from, but I learned it from somebody. When you're getting ready to make the decision to let your job go, somebody told me to write down a list and write down the advantages and the disadvantages of that job. And when you finish with that list, in all honesty, if that side of disadvantages outweigh that side of advantages, it's time for you to go. And I made that list a few months ago, and that list of disadvantages far outweigh the list of advantages for me to have kept that job for as long as I have. So I ain't gonna make this long. I'll probably come back with a second video maybe. But this is just a brief video just to share my life, because I believe that my life was given to me to share, and I have to know what to share and when to share and what God approves of me to share and what I need to keep to myself. But I do believe our lives were given to us to share, and so I'm just sharing this journey with somebody today. I was terminated from my job today. What was the reason, Deidre? Call avoidance. I'm not going to what is the word I'm trying to find? I'm not going to say I'm thrilled about it, but like I said, I knew my time was coming. And if I be honest, yes, there were some calls that I avoided because there was quite a few of them facilities that got slammed on my nerves for having to say stuff that I didn't agree with and tell people I'm one thing when I'm not. And then they wonder why I can't help them. And so I tell them the truth. This is who I am. I'm not who you think I am. This is who I am, and this is what I can do for you. And this is the reason that I can't really help you, but this is what I can do for you, without going into all the details of the company. So, yep, there was some call avoidance on my part. I wasn't avoiding all my calls, but there was some because I just got fed up. There just come things I couldn't do it. I'm not going to keep lying for y'all for a check. So, Deidre Michelle was terminated today on February the 5th, 2026, just about an hour ago. So, I knew my time was coming. My resignation letter had already been ready and written. I wrote my resignation letter, like I said, about midway last year. So I knew either I was going to put that resignation in soon, effective immediately, or either I was going to get terminated soon. So the termination came first. The Lord said, "This is it." Because there done been a few other times that I was planning to quit before now. But in my belief, I believe the Lord stopped that because he said, no, it's not time for you to go yet. But today is the day. The time has came. Though it tarried, it has finally came to pass. Me and this company are done, and it's time to move on to what God has for me next. I'm not going to sit here and be upset about it. I'm not going to be mad about it because I know that I wasn't going to be at this job forever. I knew that the day had to come soon. The departure had to come soon. And the departure took place today. So we done. We moving on to the next thing that God has for me. We moving on to the next assignment that God has for me. And I'll keep y'all updated on my progress. In the meantime, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll talk to you in the next video.